Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Groupers offense will take the field first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Give to the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Groupers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up to.
Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Now on the move. Ball is loose. He picks it up, still on his feet. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Groupers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't Didn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually
He's loose. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. That's caught. It's Kelly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Such a great job by the defense of winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the groupers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. And in an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Here we go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. Wide open space. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Barges ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's a passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. The Groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day, what you just said, David, and it works to perfection. The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll test the right side. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one.
There he goes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Out of the gun, the inside give.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to go up top. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the groupers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Tigers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kennesaw State is currently up big right now. I got to think Cobb County is ready to party long into the night. They're up by 28 over Arkansas State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The groupers will hustle to the line. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Craig. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the groupers line up to punt it away. He's got it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The short hands, it's Anderson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking downfield very late in the half. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, LSU! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Candace, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And here comes the offense on second down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
The groupers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. And the Tigers will keep this drive going.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Offense gets set for second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game, because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it.
Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Able to run it out to the 28 on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 7. The option look. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. And you got...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. And the groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Finds some fresh air. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The groupers will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 95. In punt formation to kick it away.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, man.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. With a first down in the final period. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the tailback. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
It's a running room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hard, got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Craig. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Now the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on. It's a seam wide open. The 10. Touchdown LSU. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. On the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Wicks. Bringing the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The groupers will punt this one away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just...
Turning on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He'll take it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
We talked about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. LSU lining up 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the groupers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Craig. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air. It's Nussmeier. He wants to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, past the marker. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Now from inside the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it and still on his feet. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another